Alright, hello everyone. I was just informed that you're like the Ironworks of Misery 1, and we're going to be back with the second Doctor set from our qualifiers that I'm witnessing. So, yeah, last time we did see like some insane stuff, 4K1 and 5 stages in the same series, but this time it's going to be Exiled and Astral maybe showing who's boss here in this Doctor set best of 1. So, yeah. Great to get into it. I haven't heard of these games before, so yeah, I'd like to see what they can do. As our first survivors, already taking the chase around 9 siders, fairly early pre-drop, and I think seems to be fairly early tag coming in too. They don't have an eye filler. Oh, they do. No, they do have a fake eye filler coming in straight. I believe like the in-game name is like corner straight or something. So they actually make the drop there, and a doctor wasn't ready for that. They didn't have the shock pre-charged up enough, and Nancy gets so much distance from that, buys so much time, manages to make the vault 2 without finesse. Oh my lord, and that is a very, very failed first chase on Doctor. Unfortunately, Zuzu just can't really do that much here and just has to leave on Nancy, and just, I guess, just gets back to the 5 side, chasing up Dwight, but it's not really that much better because number 1, Dwight has a filler here somehow. They jiggied away 2 to Shaq. Number 2, number 3, it's in your corrupt. So it's just really big deal. And Dwight actually does a nice job of just delaying this first bit longer and longer. They got the Shaq pallet, and unfortunately they don't make the vault coming in. But I guess they do make tons and tons of distance around Shaq is Doctor is supposed to make. So yeah, Zuzu having a little bit of a rough time, can't find anything from those 2 minutes except just wood and stone and brick from the Macmillan estate, and that's a really unfortunate start for them. As you do see the first generator is very close to being completed, but I'm actually fairly surprised that not more has been done on the side of survivors. Like Akanato, I guess maybe they're playing for head on here, which is why he's not on the generator, but yeah, you can see him get on the gen again.
No!
I'm surprised they don't have enough, a lot of progress for this. I would have just assumed that with the amount of time that this first chase has been going for, surely you see 3 generators pop, but no, it's going to be Suzu again, leaving the chase, not committing at all, just trying to get a tag onto Nato, but that's another jungle gym to work with. They take the drop and the stun on to the jungle gym. Suzu is having not a nightmare start, but a hermit start to his game. Average hermit game, if you see what I did there. But yeah, so I don't know, even though they maybe just seemed a little bit slow on the generators, it's just still managing to get so much done in the time, and our Doctor is having a really hard time. This is you know, witness here. So and after they chase again, this time they are going to be having this little bit of setup around power gym and an Arnold connected, but that's another really late power drop coming in front of the Doctor, and that from our survivor side. And again, I'm not sure how Pink comes into that, but that's another really unfortunate chase that Azuzu has to manage to try and put some pressure on the gens, and we still get to see any sort of mistake, I think, from our survivors. And yeah, Anato was the head on, in fact, and if you head on here, it would have been nice to see him. Unfortunately, his first mistake dropped by survivors, but there's still so much time and so much distance coming in, and still looping Shaq is very you know, look how much distance they have, even though they only had 1 window. So it's gonna be potential trading coming in. They actually make the window from that, dodging the shock, and our Doctor still not managing to get anything from these chases. Might just have to rely on third later, honestly. Oh wow, it's really tough to be in. So that's the 4th generator of the trial popping in. Natsu even managed to G away the top side too. They don't have anything left, fortunately for our Doctor, but this is such a rough spot to be in. They actually, I think 99ing the generator. Oh, they're sending someone in with adrenaline to take the hit and then speed away from this. Look at that. Then now the generator pops. Actually, wait, no. Oh, they're playing on no end. Oh, yeah, adrenaline. Okay, yeah, of course, because there's no adrenaline. So they're playing around the no end. That could potentially be in play, and that's just pretty distance coming in for survive. And they even went for the head on! And also jumped into the locker, sneaky bastard. grabs the head-on, gets a little bit of distance. I think they'll be going down anyway. They make the pallet drop, maybe. No, it's close. Unfortunate, they didn't have just enough there, but oh my lord, the survivors could still get out here. For sure, they could take the 3 specials out of the door, and that's the first gate being open and the best survivors leaving. So, oh my lord, that is incredible performance coming in then. 3 stages? Oh man, I have to feel it for our doctor here, but we have to see what Astral has to put up on the survivor side, because if they somehow manage to pull a miracle and get 2 stages, they might be able to take this away. So we'll be right back in the second half of it after a short intermission. Alright everybody, we have a tough task ahead for our survivors of Astral, trying to secure a 3-stage 1 fresh time condition in this stock set. As we did see, that's the result coming in the previous trial. Somehow, some way, Exiled just absolutely blew it away on the faces to take a 3-stage performance out of the door through an active Noid as well. So this first chase is already looking fairly possible for Doctor here, but it's gonna keep on going. Jake does make Shack power, but yeah, playing for 3 stages again, it's gonna be fairly difficult time for them. But yeah, Jake might have the resources to do so. That's a jungle gym being available to them, as we do see Arvella taking a hit here. 60 seconds it has a hit take, not too bad, but oh my lord, I think Arvella is in this position, so oh okay, I think that might be the first time coming through, but yeah, that's quite unfortunate for Astrals. Oh, Astrals, oh sorry, Exiled's killer. Was I saying Astral? I was saying some weird something. That might just be me being fatigued, so anyway, yeah, this first down coming in before this first jump pops, that's Grim being popped as well, and that's just gonna force Exiled into a very rough time here, because yeah, they need more pressure somehow, they need extra time, they need extra minutes, but our Doctor is of course not going to be AFK tech for that amount of time, as they do take a nice little next chase onto Yoichi. He's actually playing it well. There's a little bit of a jiggy around, but unfortunately that lost him a bit of distance. Beautiful prediction from our Doctor. I don't know how they had the balls to go for that, honestly, because that is a fairly risky fake to go for. Imagine if the survivor had just been looping the pallet and then just did not try and dodge. That is just game over. The Doctor kind of just has to reset all the distance, but Yoichi does go down and secure the second stage, which is already so close to win condition, and barely 2 generators in top 4. So yeah, I think Astral's is going to take this, despite maybe not the most crazy of Doctor games. Very standard stuff, fairly standard downs, and that was all that was required for 3 stages. It actually does catch out this two-person reset around main building and actually decide to chase. I believe it's going to be our Jake. So yeah, this is just a win condition staring us straight in the face if you're on the side of Astral, and I feel like they're just going to commit to see how Jake gets mind game. Unfortunate there, and I think that's going to be GG's in this set. So yeah, Astral is going to be making it to qualifiers round against Exiled. So yeah, that's me yawning because I got like 5 hours of sleep, but yeah, GG's I guess. That was just again a very beautiful performance on the survivor side of Astral to secure things in the killer set. So yeah, still playing for really good results though for Doctor. They have 3 stages for 1 generator, and any simple mathematician would tell you that is a very solid performance, but at the same time there is a little bit of an issue because this core that still has a good amount of resources around here, and our Doctor goes for A little bit of a shock, but Claudette managed to go for the vault just in time. I don't know how the hell that happened. I think they were just hugging beautifully. And, this chase still gonna continue on as Claudette does take a shock to the back. I don't think it makes a ton in any universe, but still gonna be a good amount of distance for them to play out the window. I don't think they make it. It's gonna be so close, but they get the last second vault. I was counting that out. 2.5 seconds is the shock timing, and the amount of time you can't like drop pallets and vault windows. But Claudette's doing a beautiful job here, abusing the slight little misplay coming in for a Doctor, forcing the coup lunge and M1 coming in really late. But oh my lord, but I'm very impressed by Claudette's chases here. Look at the beautiful check shot coming in as they play around this RL tower. They get man game though, really very close. They do get man game, but kind of hard to play it without winning it anyway. So that is going to be the 4th down of the trial, and yeah, 4th Grim stack 2, and that is going to shut off the generator for a good amount of time. Look at this. Boop, it's about to be done. Doctor goes 12 meters away. Boop, and it's going to block off. Oh, but the gen actually gets done just before it blocks off. Oh, okay. My timer was slightly off there. And my cat just got off the bed because maybe I was talking too loudly. But yeah, now that second generator ain't going to be able to be progressed. And our survivor's going to get maybe a little bit caught out here on the rotation. Does find Alvela trying to go potentially for a little bit of a reunion to go for a heal with the Jake, but that's just gonna be a down coming in. Oh, Jake's here for a hit, and maybe saves the day here, but now he's just put himself in harm's way as this mind game is going to come through. Coup de grace kills it down here, and kills this stage of the trial. So honestly, I survived right. It might be heading towards a 4K. I don't know, because that is so close. Like that gen, I think was close to being done right on that bot side. Where that damn bit go, but our Doctor's actually not wanting to check around. So I think May's gonna pop this, I guess, and our Doctor really only has 2 bags to play with as good as run its course, but I think those 2 bags is gonna be enough. Like, Coop got a decent amount of value with those 2 chases. Claudette's gonna get mind gamed. Oh no. There's a slight bit of maybe what's the term? Impatience, I guess, on the water tower. Holding that like tall check spot, I think, over the lockers. Unfortunately, he was just not patient enough there. And there's a 6th stage coming in, and again the survivor is kind of slowing down a lot here in this trial. I'm not really sure how. Maybe they just haven't rotated to the gen, but everything's just ground to a halt, and our Doctor's able to secure a couple of extra stages before potentially returning to the gens. And yeah, it's going to be the case if they do find Yoichi here, another hook that has been only once. And yeah, just continue the chase here. There aren't really many resources left. I think both the pallet and the filler were broken, so that's going to be not really long of a chase. But Filler's not interested. They smelled out a little bit of a Jake Park. Death Hook here, kind of just scrounging around on this bot side. I think they should be going down here. There's not really much they can go for except for a juke, and it wasn't enough. It was beautifully executed, but it just was failing slightly short. It was falling slightly short in terms of distance. So that's actually the first death coming through at 700 to a Jake. And yeah, I hate to say it, but 4K1 looks pretty promising for a killer. Like, Arella's also in a very vulnerable position, being death of 2. And if they get caught out here on the generator or on a reset, that could potentially spell trouble. But survivors have 3 left this generator in the distance, and Deadlock blocks off this 2 gen before it can be kicked. But that is going to be okay, not Arella, it's going to be Yoshi taking the next chase. And did see them have a fairly decent chase previously, but I think they're going to be giving away an unfortunate tag here. Just good to go getting another good bit of value. Recent background. Kind of up to Yuichi in this case, because if this down is going to be fast in this gen setup, then things could spell a lot of trouble for survivors again. It's hard to stack the gen in that situation, but they jiggied it away, makes it towards this 4-lane tile again. The tile is still available, but they jiggied it away to the window, and that's not going to be sufficient to extend the chase. But it's going to be a pesky little Aurella here. Think about a body block hit 5 seconds ago, but oh, this gen is so close to being done, and there's no way a Doctor can possibly stop it. So I guess that chase was just long enough for survivors to reset and rotate to the generator and secure the final little bit of points. But yeah, they're still playing for something good. Yeah, Quad does get it done just in time. And oh, a bit of a short swing coming through from Doctor, an auto aim moment perhaps. And Quad tries it again, but to no avail as 8 stages is already achieved. But yeah, still really well done for our Survivor side, I think. Maybe I'm just underestimating Survivors. Like, predictions have been kind of off recently. I've said like, oh, Survivor's gonna get 4K, yeah, and then it's not getting out. And then also in I believe one of the other qualifiers that I was casting, I predicted again like, oh, it's like surely it's 4K1, right? Because then down to 2. Then turns out that a really good performance is made, and they get all the gens done and secure 6 stages. So yeah, maybe my predictions aren't going the most accurately, but yeah, so beautiful performance on Doctor anyway. It's gonna be the 9th stage on the bottom on this main building, so completely enough to meet a 3-stage competition. So yeah, as I was saying before, GG's. This is great to watch, and great to watch out another Doctor set. 2 I'd say fairly similarly skilled, but maybe the Survivor side had, oh man, like just winning infinite 50s, having beautiful chases, maybe like 4 chases at that point, but I don't know what to say. So we'll be back. That was great to watch. We'll be back with your next qualifiers, and yeah, Astral's gonna be your ones going through. Yeah, bye bye.